20 years ago, the Singapore International Foundation set out to pave the way for Singaporeans to make a difference in the world. She called on Singaporeans to step forth, to touch lives beyond their shores by volunteering their time, talent, and service to the development of overseas communities. Singaporeans responded enthusiastically to the call, hailing from diverse professional backgrounds and armed with a sense of adventure. Our volunteers travelled to nations far and wide to share their skills and resources in answer to those in need. Together, they changed the lives of communities in 17 countries across Africa and Asia. Over the years, the mode of international volunteerism at the SIF may have changed as we sought to renew ourselves and stay relevant. But our purpose and spirit have not. The SIF volunteer program is founded on the idea that shared skills and experiences can empower countries, communities, and uplift lives. The efforts of our volunteers help build a better world, one that is inclusive, peaceful, and offers opportunities for all. As the SIF turns 20 this year, we celebrate you, the SIF International Volunteer, for your efforts, experiences, and achievements that have helped shape who we are today. The deep vibrations of the African drums, the mysticism of the Bhutanese mountains, the pretty Vietnamese Auzais, the vast Indonesian rice fields, the quiet spirituality of the Burmese, the dazzling flavors of India, and the grace of the Khmer dance. As our volunteers stepped out of their comfort zones in search of new experiences, they found their own lives enriched. They learnt to connect with new cultures as they give a little back. They developed lasting personal and professional relationships and created rich memories beyond project timelines. Volunteering is a journey for change. Change that takes place not just in the lives of people we touch, but also within us. An SIF volunteer sent to Vientiane to teach English for a year was so inspired that he sought to do more for the community he lived in. Tapping into connections made, he organized a marathon to raise funds for a local orphanage. Many of our volunteers today tell similar tales of strong bonds formed. Many return to their host communities as a friend of the family to rejoice over marital unions and new family additions. Our volunteers have made a positive impact on developing communities in many ways. By sharing expert skills and knowledge, they empowered individuals to be change agents within their own communities. Nom, a Cambodian social worker, was born in a city slum and still lives there today, tending to those in distress, making use of the professional counseling skills she learned from our volunteers. It changed her life, and today she is transforming her community. Our volunteers also work to strengthen the institutional capacity of organizations. This in turn enables them to provide quality services to their communities. For instance, our specialist volunteers from KK Hospital work with the National Pediatric Hospital in Cambodia to enhance the skills of the hospital's emergency pediatric doctors and nurses. To date, close to 50 medical professionals have benefited from the project, effectively reducing the mortality rate of critically ill children in the hospital's emergency room from 7% to 1% in 4 years. For marginalized communities, our volunteers directly help raise their incomes and standards for living. In Cambodia and India, vocational skills training for the HIV-positive women has empowered them to earn a decent living to support their families, returning to them a dignity and faith robbed by the disease. Volunteers in the SIF Direct Service Projects channel resources directly to a community to meet vital needs in a sustainable way, and to enhance the quality of life for communities. Our Water for Life project volunteers toiled under the scorching Cambodian sun to build and install biosand water filters in rural homes in Siem Reap. With easy access to clean drinking water, some 2,000 Cambodian families now enjoy healthier and more productive lives. Meanwhile, our work has also helped transform societies for progress. Imparting the use of information technology in Bhutanese classrooms has provided the springboard for the reclusive Himalayan nation to leapfrog into the internet age and prepared the young for the challenges of the knowledge economy. In these ways, our volunteers have worked with developing communities to identify areas for improvement and implement positive, sustainable changes. In tandem, the SIF has strengthened its capacity to support the work of its volunteers. We have adopted international best practices, introduced measurement and evaluation for impact, and forged more partnerships for good. Our hosting of the International Volunteer Cooperation Organizations Conference last year, a first for Singapore, facilitated the exchange of ideas and lessons among leading global development agencies in the true SIF spirit of collaboration and optimism. We may have started out as a little red dot, but with every little brushstroke of effort, every vibrant dash of cultural colour, we have come together to form a beautiful work of art. All of this has been possible because of the tireless work, dedication, passion and inspiration of our volunteers. You have brought hope where there was darkness and gloom, knowledge where there were gaps, resources when there was lack, and comfort when there was separation. In return, we have also received great gifts of warmth, meaning, and friendship. The past 20 years have been wonderful because you were a part of the SIF journey and have allowed us to play a part in yours. Because of all that you have done, the world is today a better place, a more hopeful place than when we first began.